I swear every time I walk out here, the first thing I smell is that power steering fluid. Let's go ahead and bring you guys down here. I think I'm gonna take the axles off and start checking for any wiring along the bottom of the engine. I'm just gonna start doing some work on the ground. So I'm gonna bring you down to my level. Oh yeah, that's a good angle. I like that angle. So I'm gonna throw some absorbent down on the floor to clean all that up. That's all from. This is just oil that was leaking out anyway before I even did anything. That's the power steering fluid that got away. It's still leaking. Look at it. You see it's still dripping. Power steering fluid there, and then the other coolant where I took the hose off and forgot to put the pan under there. So yeah, that was fun. So let me just get all that stuff out of there. Grab that pan and throw some stuff down to clean that up. It's hammer time. Budging. I don't let that soak for a while then. I was kind of afraid this part might happen. If I have to, I'll get somebody to help me by sitting in here and holding the brake so I can just sit on the brake lever and get that thing off. Alright, well, in that case, let's just go into the car. There we go. When you're patient, it does eventually come off. So this might not be so hard. Alright. Woo! Oh, look at that. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Leaving that on loose because I'm going to have to go in and probably hit it to get it out later. So, but I'm happy that that came off as easy as it did. You know what, let's just keep going. And, okay, seriously, there's no cotter pin in the tie rod. I hate that crap. Anyways, hopefully I'm not going to need anything on there. Maybe I'll spray a little liquid wrench on there, I think, just to be sure. the stud, oh, you saw I didn't even have to put pressure on that. The stud was broken clean off. So we are removed, we're separated from the engine, but we still need to get off the rest of the exhaust, which is going to be fun. Alright, so I tried doing some live streaming for a while. I'm not really sure how well it worked, but basically I went through, I got the fuel rail out, which really wasn't much of anything to see. I did manage to get this hub off with a puller. So what I discovered with that is you need to remove the brake caliper and then just take the whole thing off in order to get the axle out of there. And I just got it separated from the transmission, so now it just comes free. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this loose and just take the whole thing out. I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to remove the, the brake caliper and the axle. Alright, so that's how you get the axle out of the hub. There it goes. Okay. Well, looks to me like I'm gonna have to buy axles. Use axle. Shit. Let's look at the axle request. I just have to pull it and figure it out. Maybe I can transfer something over. But I might have to pull axles. Or get an axle. Or two. Not what I wanted to hear. Okay. Whatever. We move forth. So I need to get the gear selector disconnected. And I need to, what's left? There's a couple up here still have to get. Then I'm ready to pull, oh, and the AC. Let me see if I can, let's see if I can get these AC lines loose. think that is the whole wiring harness out of the car. This, ladies and gentlemen, get it out and watch that. That is the goal. Each. This must have been up here. I don't know why I moved it.
Don't hit it at the same time.
Yeah, you go
Only over. Yeah, there you go.
Those don't hit it as much as these do. Clear that?
I think you're gonna make it. If not, you can lower it. It'll go a little if you want right now. If you want it.
Yep, you have to go down just a
You can
hair.
lower it just a hair.
Oh, I got plenty.
That's good.
I'm just gonna put it on the driveway for now.
Step down and squeeze the hip.
And that's how you remove an engine.